Hello, I'm Alexandra Shulman, and I'm going to do a reading from my new book, which is called Clothes and Other Things That Matter, which is pretty well what it says on the tin. And this is about white shirts. On my 10th anniversary of editing Vogue, my team put together a scrapbook as a gift. Inside the embossed blue leather cover was a collection of notes and pictures from them and many of the designers I had worked with during that time: Alexander McQueen, Donna Karan, Donatella Versace. Somebody had found a box of old transparencies taken during my first summer at the magazine by the Italian photographer Alberto Gili, and included one of the pictures. It was part of a set of publicity shots intended to show me as the kind of person who looked like the kind of person who was in charge. It was a headshot, taken at a slight angle. I had a mane of thick dark hair, half pulled back and pinned up, the rest hanging loose, and I was wearing a white shirt. In the album it is captioned, "The White Shirt. We've never seen her in one before or since." Which was correct. But before then, before Vogue, I had certainly had my white shirt moment. The Robert Mapplethorpe cover image of Patti Smith's first album, Horses, was seminal to my teens. There she stood, the ultimate in androgyne insouciance. Blowing away in one shot, the flowing, long-haired hippie ideal of femininity. She wears a white shirt, unbuttoned only at the neck, the cuffs rolled up, tucked into black trousers. She stares at us defiantly, challenging us to accept this pre-punk urban style. That autumn I was 18, and I saw her perform Horses at Hammersmith Odeon. After the show, I took the Underground home and decided that the only thing I ever really wanted to wear from that point forward was a loose white shirt. No matter that Patti Smith's white shirt hung from the skinniest torso, which was not the case of my own. No matter that her scratchy black bob, white skin, and Modigliani neck led her a patrician hauteur far from my round face and long hair. She was the person I wanted to look like. In fact, the person I wanted to be. A New York street urchin of indeterminate sexuality, rather than a London private schoolgirl trapped in an A-level curriculum. How strange it now seems that for the rest of my life, white shirts have come to represent almost everything that is the opposite of the ideals of that Mapplethorpe album cover. They signify order and neatness, professionalism and authority. When I choose to wear a white shirt for that Alberto Gili portrait, I was joining a monstrous regiment of executive female publicity shots. We know them so well, these images that stare out of the pages of magazines and newspapers, websites and press releases. Hair, a neat bob, or at least a smooth blow-dry. A trust me, even gaze, or occasionally a warm smile, and often a manicured hand cupping the cheek. Always a helpful tool in pushing away any unhelpful softness around the jaw. The white shirt is a symbol of unshowy competence and unlikely to draw any troll's vitriol on the basis of being too glamorous or too tacky. Share prices or mortgages look to be in safe hands with a woman in a white shirt, someone who, with the need to be judged as an appropriate person to be in charge, tends to veer towards the austere rather than the exuberant when it comes to clothes. There are women who dedicate hours and hours to search for the next white shirt. Satisfaction is always the next shop away. For the white shirt aficionado, there is no such thing as enough, because luckily their objects of desire have a built-in obsolescence. Their crispness, purity, brightness that make them so addictive never lasts, can only survive a certain number of washes. These pieces of clothing are masters of illusion, appearing so simple and artless, while being one of the most high-maintenance items in a wardrobe. All that ironing, all that whiteness.